Tuesday morning, and we're at Rainbow Beach. So nice ride down yesterday, lots of twisties, and got here about 5 o'clock. So here's the apartment, nice little kitchenette, bedroom. See some impromptu washing hanging from the ceiling here, and every home should have one. Here's the bike in its own garage. Heading off to Fraser Island today for a quick look round there. That should be good fun. Saturday morning. I'm just checking out of the lovely little apartment at Rainbow Beach and heading up to Rockhampton. Not much of an interesting ride today, mostly up the Bruce Highway, but see what we can make of it. Stopping at Maryborough, Bundaberg and a couple of others. So be up there in about 5-6 hours of riding, stop for lunch, stop for fuel, so here we go. Well, lunchtime on Saturday afternoon, just come through Bundaberg. Anyway, let's go and have a look around the rum factory and buy something nice for Daniel. Well, been to the Bundaberg rum shop, didn't do the tour. Met a lovely lady who took me through all the rums they do, starting from the $200 bottle downwards. Anyway, so I bought a bottle of this, which is apparently the best rum in the world. So we shall see. We shall see whether Daniel regards it's the best rum in the world. But please, please, please don't drink it with Coke or lemonade. It's far too good for that. Anyway, back on the bike now. Go and find some lunch. Next stop is Rockhampton. Right, so just about to get onto the bike. I spotted this, which is obviously going places. It's got your shoes. I don't know where he's from. Looks like he's from Victoria, but he's actually, look, he's going everywhere. So how about that? How about that for an overlander bike? Oh, made it to Rockhampton. Here we are. Set off at just after 8 o'clock this morning. Had a few coffee stops and arrived here about 5 o'clock, 5:15 local time. Whatever. So this is the room, and the room is. There we go. Let's let the light adjust. Standard room, I guess, really. Nothing special. Little bathroom. Not eating in tonight because the restaurant's closed. They do a breakfast service in the morning, but I'll take a little look at that. So while the sun's still up, I'll go and have a quick look round Rockhampton. Right, so hello again. It's about 10:30 on Saturday evening. Been out to have my evening meal. Found a really good all-you-can-eat Oriental restaurant. $20 or $23 for the drink. So nice and full. No beer tonight because tomorrow is another long ride, about 550 kilometres. This time a bit inland, going out on the Capricorn Highway, then turning up the Fitzroy Development Road. So want to have a little look at some inland Australia. En route time probably around about another 5.5 hours. So want to get some early start underway. Probably won't be as many towns to stop at, but I'd like to have a look at a bit of inland Australia. Not necessary, but I don't want to just go and sit on the Bruce Highway for hours on end, because that's not really what I came here for. So I'm going to head off to bed now, so I'll catch you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's Sunday morning. Can't say I had a great night's sleep. Went off to sleep fairly well. Don't know why, woke up again at 2:30 to be accompanied by some laughing and shouting and general crashing around, so a bit of a fitful night. Anyway, alarm clock went off at 6 o'clock. Here I am, showered and, well, not ready to go yet because I've discovered that this apartment has utensils. So I shall make myself a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, have some muesli. I'll just show you, make sure I've got my key, I'll show you what this place is like. So anyway. My new best friend, BMW R1200GS, looking after me and I'm looking after it. again, we made it. 550 kilometres again today, up to the Broken River Mountain Resort at Unjala. Quite a sporty little climb up. Hopefully the camera managed to capture it all. Anyway, so here we are. Little tour of the room first. Quite a nice little cabin. Got to place my dinner order. Dinner time. Tick what I want. Tick that I want breakfast, etc., etc. Anyway, all good stuff. So let's have a little look at the room. See where I'm staying. So that's the room, enough for one, two and a third person at the top, and a little bathroom. Had my dinner down in the restaurant. Fairly forgettable evening meal. I think they've gone to the freezer, raided that, pulled out some frozen chips, pulled out some frozen fish sticks, put a little VB beer on top. And there you go, sir, $32. However, tomorrow morning, organised a couple of things. I'm going to go on a guided tour for about an hour with a guide, show us all about the Broken River Resort, and show some of the wildlife, particularly the bird life around there. And then after that, we're going to be bundled into a tour bus and dropped at one end of a 5-kilometre walk and walk back to the resort, which should bring me up to about lunchtime. Apparently the room's not being used tomorrow, so they've kindly agreed that I can leave my gear in it, which is good. So hopefully I'll skip breakfast at the resort, because the quality is probably going to be no better than the evening meal. I've brought my own breakfast with me, which is good. Have a breakfast, 9 o'clock for the guided tour, and then back here, probably be away by about 1:30. Haven't got a long ride tomorrow. It's about 175 kilometres, so a couple of hours to see that, up to Arley Beach. Okay, right, it's time for my bed now, so I shall go and get some shut-eye. Okay, speak in the morning. Morning again. It's Monday morning, and what time do we have? Just after 6 o'clock. Slept well, woke up at 4:30. Looked at the route back, pretty much the same drive in, except I take a nice left-hand turn that hopefully is going to lead me around some nice little twisties up through the hills and then back up to Arley Beach. A late good morning. It's 12:30 at the moment. Went for a shower, and then I took the bike out, had a run up the dirt and gravel road. Got back here, met up with a very nice Swiss couple who are spending 3 months in Australia, touring from Cairns down to Sydney, and went with them on an 8-kilometre river walk through the rainforest, which was fabulous. Just got back now, so had the keys in, so just heading off now. Back down the road. The bike needs some air in its back tyre. So again, the run today, 175 miles, a couple of hours, you'll see it done. Probably stop for lunch somewhere, but I'll speak again when I'm there. Okay. Made it at Arley Beach. Not a very long ride, but a fairly testing one. Massive crosswind from the right, all the way up, so it seemed. Really nice twisties round Mount Orsa. Really love that, and fabulous pie and chips. Just after I'd left Ungala, so I'm feeling fairly full now. I managed also to eat half an apple pie and ice cream, but only half. The rest of it beat me. So here's the apartment. Quite a nice little self-contained apartment, as you can see from the pictures. Brian, the ragdoll cat. Brian, you say meow? Yeah, the apartment's got some fabulous views. Little swimming pool. Can't quite see them from here, but the Whitsunday Islands are over in the background. We're just up from the port, so a little bit of a walk. I'll walk down there later, have a look around. But very upmarket. Lots of really nice yachts, lots of development going on. Some pretty big old buildings. I guess this is probably where it used to be, but there's an awful lot gone on, I guess, in the last few years. Tourism seems to be really a big old business in this part of Queensland. Got the washing in, which is always nice. Get that washed, get it pegged out for dry. Be dry in no time, and get that pegging out done, then walk down to town and see what I can't find. Okay, right, I'll catch you later. Bye. So here we are, 7:15 p.m. Been to Arley Beach, had a good look around, went over on the motorbike. It was easier. There's a massive slope down to the town from here. So anyway, it's a bit further than I chose to walk, so I had a little whiz around on the bike. And yeah, the town's nice. Town's kind of seaside town, upmarket. Well, it looks upmarket when you ride in, not quite so upmarket when you actually look around, but nice nonetheless. Found myself a nice T-bone steak, 300 gram T-bone steak and chips and a beer, all for 10 quid. So can't go wrong with that. Wandered around a bit, not much else to see, so came back to the room. I think I'll probably make an early night of it tonight. Done my washing. That's t-shirts and smalls hung up on the line outside, wait for it to dry. Better check the weather forecast. Otherwise, in for an early night. Another 500k ride tomorrow. So I'll speak to you then. Night. Good morning. How about this for a view out the front? And in the background, I think I can hear Brian the cat yowling, which is always good. So yeah, be setting off for about 8 o'clock. It's so I shall report back when I'm further up the road. Okay, see you in a bit. Well, that's interesting. Just stopped for a cup of coffee. 300 metres on the right was a sign for Mount Inkerman Lookout. Bit of a steep old road coming up. Anyway, the views from here are absolutely fabulous. Just take a look at that. Take a look at that. That is one hell of a view. So here's the lookout station here. Not sure what we get to if we walk up here, but we'll do it anyway. Mount Inkerman View, the northern lookout. There we are. That is a sight. This is brilliant. I think what I'll do, I'll take a few proper pics on the proper camera and see where we get to. Anyway, look at this. So, a little bit of rural Australia, and the Aussies build something like this. Fabulous. Anyway, I'm no nearer to anything to eat at the moment. My free cup of coffee was nice, but although I had a nice breakfast, I wouldn't mind a little something. Well, hello again. What's the time now? About 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock, 2:30. Just stopped for lunch at the Frosty Mango, which is about 40k north of Townsville. Met a nice couple at Mount Isla, was it? Just north of Bowen. They said, don't stop in Townsville. It's a large city, which it is. Stop here instead. So I have done. They said, yeah, about 20k north of Townsville. Turned out more like 40k north, but great. I had myself a nice toasted sandwich, nice piece of apple cake, and a mango smoothie. So, yeah, I'm going to get back on the bike now. Another 2 hours to destination. Put me in at about 4:15, 4:30, and yeah, hopefully no stops, no hold-ups. At Mission Beach, 500 kilometres, another long day. I didn't expect it to take that long, but it has done. It's about 5 o'clock now, so best laid plans of mice and men. The plan was I was going to get here somewhat early, maybe go down to the beach, have a dip in the sea, but not going to happen now. It's far too late for that, so I'm going to clamber back on the bike and go and have a look at Mission Beach, which I have seen several years ago. It's been quite a nice drive actually, not too hot, again still fairly windy, and interesting to see how the vegetation changes as you get north. So I think I said in the last little clip, picking up mango trees etc. just north of Townsville, Anyway, here's the. I'm going to go and before it gets dark, I'm going to just put my lid on and go and have a quick run into town, see what's there. But definitely come back and eat at the resort tonight. Here we are, Mission Beach. Finally made it. Come down on the motorbike. Shouldn't have done this really, but I come down without my jacket on, and in my jacket pocket is my camera. So the only camera that I have is the GoPro. Anyway, here's Mission Beach. I went off for a little run down to Mission Beach and got myself confused as to where I was. Headed off back up the road to Tully, and then cut long story short, I'm back here now. So here we are, nice little lodge, fairly small and simple, and that's it. So, as I said, eating in tonight with a pizza, had a quick ginger beer in the town. But I fancy a night in tonight rather than eating in town then driving back at night, which isn't good. Cassowaries and all that lot. Not sure whether I believe any exists. I've not seen any, but who knows? If I drive back at night, I'm bound to hit one. So we shall look forward to a nice pizza, home cooked, with egg on the top. Okay. Morning, actually. It's not a bright and sunny morning today. It's a dull and overcast morning with some rain, which is, I guess, not unusual because it is a rainforest. Really nice breakfast. Really nice bunch of folk at the table. Nice young French couple on their honeymoon. Another young lady who sells gearboxes to the sugar mill industry, and another French couple. But anyway, let's hope the clouds part and head off up to the Tablelands and Yungaburra, which is where I'm staying this evening. Well, there we go. I was just catching up on a little bit of news and waiting for the rain, or waiting for the clouds to part, and this thing arrived. So it's this is rain. This is rainforest rain. In fact, still hopeful that it's going to dry up within half an hour or so. Really hope it does, because I don't fancy getting soaked, but if I have to get soaked, then soaked I'll get. So I need to make progress today. Anyway, there we go. There's a picture of the rainforest raining.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and I'll bet you take it into her side.
So, after a bit of a wet ride, I spotted a sign that says the waterfall circuit. I'd originally thought I'd give that a miss, because we've kind of seen that before, but the weather's not too brilliant today, and I've come down about 1 million flights of steps, and this is the first of the waterfalls, which is quite nice, as you can see. We'll head back up the flight of 1 million steps, get back up to the car park. I'm a bit peckish, it's about 11:30. Wouldn't mind something to eat. Milla is about another 30 clicks from here. Well, here we are, Milla. Been to look at 2 waterfalls. Got my wet weather gear on, as you can see, because it's a bit inclement today. Good job I put it on earlier on. Just had a Australian meat pie and a vanilla milkshake for my lunch. No great shakes, but no great milkshakes. and see how we get on for the rest of the afternoon.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see.
Well, that was an absolute blast. 24 kilometres of absolute riding heaven. It was undulating, swooping, up and down hills, through rainforests, tight bends, sweeping bends. Fabulous. I don't know how I managed to find that, but anyway, I did. So well, here we are again after a bit of a long and wet ride. Well, it really poured actually. It poured down the road when I got to, well, from Atherton. Really horrible. Anyway, I'm here now, Youngborough, at the Alumba Pocket Cottages. It's quite a pretty little place. It'd be even prettier if it wasn't raining. And amazingly, it's stopped raining now. They do Devonshire teas here, I see. Have to educate them on that. This is just Devon tea. Here's the cottage itself. Just wipe my feet before I go in. Quite nice. Little wood burner in the corner. Nice bed. Oh, range of DVDs. A banana. And turn on some lights. I'll go and unpack the bike. Get my gear off. It's a little bit wet. The gear's done fairly well actually. Trousers perfect. Jacket perfect, except for a little bit of water in the lower sleeves. Let's go with the gloves. Summer gloves. I didn't expect them to be waterproof, and they weren't. So I'll give them a bit of a dry out. Well, good morning. It's Thursday morning, almost the last day of the trip. Had a nice night's sleep last night. There was a huge bath with jacuzzi, so I filled that up and had a nice soak in the bath, which was good. The weather's fabulous, nice blue sky, total contrast to yesterday when it wasn't. So today we've got the ride up to Cape Trip. It's about another 5-hour ride actually, which will include some time on the ferry, I guess. So it's about 7:30 now. I've had my breakfast, so I'm going to be heading off pretty soon. Catch the nice weather. It's oh yeah, the charger has packed up. 4-way USB charger, which I've been using throughout the trip to charge a range of items. Would appear to have given up the ghost, so I'll have to stop somewhere on the way and pick up some form of USB charger, otherwise we're going to have problems down the line. Anyway. Winery, which is a well, it's a producer of everything that you can produce with alcohol and mangoes. So they sell sparkling wine, can't call it champagne. They sell wine, sweet, medium and dry. They sell port, they sell mangocella, which I bought a bottle of. You can buy a pack of 12 bottles and ship them to the UK for $200 shipping charge, $34 per bottle. Might think about doing that because that would last for years, and a nice reminder of Australia. So anyway, also bought a pack of dried mangoes to nibble on the way. So back onto the bike and head off towards destination.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me, meant to be.
So here it is, Cape Tribulation, where the rainforest meets the ocean. There's the rainforest, and there's the ocean. I've noticed there is a 30-kilometre dirt road that goes up north from here, so I might have a rethink on the plan, and I might just put my nose into that and see what it's like. It goes up to Cooktown, which is a fair way. It's a fair way, 30k on gravel. Not sure whether it's compacted gravel or it's a proper unmade road, but I think I'll probably go and have a little look. Anyway, there's well, here we are at the Lazy Lizard motor lodge. Arrived in one piece, which is more than I can say for Daniel's nice bottle of rum. To shake itself to pieces in the top box on that little ride up the off-road section. So I've just spent the last 15 minutes clearing out a broken bottle of rum and a squashed carton of apple juice and all the remaining debris that was in the top box. So fortunately, nothing seriously damaged. There's nothing irreplaceable in there. Most of the things, my motorbike gloves, my waterproof gloves, my Australian hat, now reek of expensive rum. Here we are. Oh. Hat drying out. Hopefully the light system works, and there we go. So basically, you can't smell it. If there's a smell video, you can smell the overarching power of rum. Here's all the bits all laying out, washed out. Even got rum in my mango. Still, could be worse. Anyway, I survived the ride. It was a really good ride. I made 20k up the unmade road, which was kind of interesting. My first go at off-roading. Hopefully not my last. Managed a river, well, not a river crossing, a creek crossing. Made it without getting my feet wet on the way out, and managed to put my feet down and stall the engine on the way back. And that one's on camera. Some pretty impressive gradients, 31% grade up and down in parts. Yeah, quite hairy actually, particularly the downhill descents. But stayed on the bike. Bike looked after me, and so I shall get myself a quick change of clothes, get this equipment back on charge, and take a drive down into the town, see what's down there for evening meal. Okay, speak later. Bye. Well, good morning. Last morning of the trip. Waking up to another beautiful blue sky, really pretty. Went into PD Port Douglas last night. Had a nice Thai meal in there, but what a fabulous place. Tried to get a few shots of the sun going down, sort of semi-successfully. But yeah, lovely place. Large yacht harbour. Stood and watched folk fishing. Wow, a little bit different from Southend or Margate. Again, just sort of shows how the Australian economy is geared towards the needs of the Australian people, I guess. Well, you head off back up the road to Mossman, go and have a look at the Mossman Gorge, drive down into just before Cairns, take a run up to Kuranda, because I've got a little bit of time on my hands, and then go and get myself checked into the apartment. So while I'm speaking a while, okay, bye now. Kuranda. Last stop before I turned the bike in. Ridden up a fabulous road out of Cairns. Big twisty road, lots of trucks, lots of cars, a few parking spots, a few passing places, had to pick up overtakes. But yeah, so into Kuranda, obligatory steak pie and a milkshake. So head back down to Cairns now and have a little ride around the city centre, have a quick look at it, and then back into the apartment by about 2 o'clock, where Tim's coming to pick the bike up at around 2:15. So hello from Trinity Beach. End of the ride. It's quite posh here actually. Quite a nice complex. It's quite huge actually. There's three swimming pools and a host of apartments, and the apartments themselves are quite nice actually. So here's the balcony. You have to excuse the mess. I've vomited my suitcases all over the place. I've just got my washing on, and been down to the supermarket for a bit of a shop. Nice little apartment. It's got most things: fridge, freezer, microwave, dishwasher. Really nice bedroom, and a really good bathroom. Oh yeah, I went down to Dan Murphy's and bought a new bottle of that. Hopefully he won't put any Coke or lemonade in it. Anyway, I'll report back when something else happens, but right now I'm going to just crack on with getting myself tidied up, go and quick shower, change of clothes, and go and see what's around for tea tonight. Okay, bye for now.